And the data you use to create your models is obviously very objective, but you're working in an industry which is very subjective, people's buying habits.
Yeah.
And how do you marry the two together?
I think that's really interesting, because I think it does stretch those kind of statistical cliches about correlation is not causation. Just because somebody's bought pink socks doesn't mean that they're a serial returner. Yes, that happens to actually be, bizarrely enough, with men, a correlation between coloured socks and their returning habits, but it's not causation. So there's lots of things going on in there. What you can sometimes, you actually need to do is look at the product. We've sometimes seen, things that are returning at 90%, and honestly, you take it off the rack and you look at it and you think, why wasn't it returning at 100%? Only because there's a certain number of people who just hate to return, or they just don't return anything. One of the interesting areas we do a lot of work in is why something's returned. It's the biggest area of contention. And in the end, when people write, if they write on their forms about why they're returning something, that never gets quantitatively back into the system. Likewise, if you tell the person at the till when you take something back why, the chances of that getting into a database is very slim. So we do a lot of mining of reviews and people's feedback to really get a little bit granular for some direction on why things are coming back. So we try to mix the subjective and the hardcore quantitative stuff.